Hi, I'm Don Sutherland, Managing Director of Real Deal Sports Tours. We're a domestic and international sports tours business. Yeah, you've probably jumped on board because you love your sport and you love to travel and you want to go along and see some of these major events around the world. That's exactly why this business started. I've put it in play simply on the basis that I've been lucky enough to have some incredible experiences at a multitude of different sporting events around the world. And the joy and the fun and the relationships that you've experienced and built while you're over there is enough for me to want to start a business that basically has others that give them the opportunity to experience exactly the same. I guess the sliding door moment for the way that we started this business was being in Russia in 2018 at the Football World Cup. Lucky enough to have been to 5 different World Cups, but with this one, I actually went across with my son, and we've talked still to this day about the experience of firstly being in Moscow, secondly being at a Football World Cup, thirdly watching Australia play France in an incredible stadium. And just that moment where you're saying, you know what, there is nothing like being here. And that's why we started the business. And that's why we want people to enjoy the same sort of experience that we did. Yeah, people have often asked what sort of sports we put together. Whilst we've got a core group of sports that are well known, from everything to football, cricket, tennis, rugby league, the full gamut, Formula One Grand Prix, we also have a build your own tour. So if there's enough people that want to go to that particular event, that tournament, that competition, we're more than happy to put that on, whether it's the full package, including airfares, or whether it's just the land component and the ticketing. If enough people want to go, we'll happily put that together. I think one of the things that happens in these types of environments is that people want to go, they plan to go, they think about going, but they never actually get up and do it. Having been on these tours where pretty much everything is taken care of for you, there's a real sense of gratitude that they made the leap of faith to go on board. But secondly, the stories they tell when they get back, the things that they post on social media, the comments that they make, the experiences they share, that's pretty much the reason why we've started this business, because we want people coming back saying, you won't believe what I just did. And I often use the catchphrase, there's nothing like being there. And that's exactly what they say. I could have watched it on TV. I could have seen a clip on YouTube. I've read about it for years, but there's nothing like being there. And just to give you an idea of the type of experience that people have, I caught up with somebody, we were overseas, we were watching an international game of football, and I hadn't seen him for 30 years. We'd gone to uni 30 years before. He started to talk to me about the experience that he'd had. And as he did, that he said the hairs on his neck were standing on end. But the reality was I could see tears in his eyes, because he said, I never thought that I would ever achieve this. Now, I don't think he'd mind me telling you, he's 52 years of age when he went over. It was his first overseas trip, and he'd always wanted to do something like this, but kids and family and jobs all got in the way. The experience that he had, he will take to his grave. And he's now said that he's a committed international football fan, and as long as there are World Cups on and he's ready and willing and able to go, he'll be there. But amazing story as he retold his own personal experience. So if this looks like something you want to do and join us and come on board with one of these tours, just either click one of the get in touch buttons or drop us a note. Happy to talk to you about your preferences, happy to expand a little further on each of the tours we have got structured, or to even talk to you about something you might like us to design for you and your group. Either way, we're happy to manage it for you.